Right. So yesterday we were discussing about the posting key, na? Yeah. What is the use of the posting key?
It helps us to identify the account.
Identify the what type of account.
Account, yes, whether it is debit
and what else?
The controls the status of the field.
Controls the field status of the field. Correct. And it also tells us whether the account is being debited or credited.
Credited.
I don't know.
Good. Please go on mute. Yeah. Okay, next.
Jane is not available.
Oh, really? Sorry, I did not share. Oh, right. What is the T code to see the global data of the company code?
OBY6.
Yeah. To see the global data of the company. So, what is the use of company code is productive option in OBY?
Company code is not deleted, sir. We are tick like that.
So the company is
Company code is in use, right? Yeah. So it cannot be. So any data relevant to that particular company code, before you want to remove that data, first that tick option should be removed. Then only it will allow. Otherwise, it will stop. Correct? Yeah. We discussed that. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now, what is the maximum length of the GL account in SAP?
9.
9.
9.
10, sir.
10.
Maximum length of GL account
10.
in SAP. How much?
10.
Where do we give this? In which table do we give this?
Starts of account.
What is it?
Starts of account.
OB13.
OB1. Yeah, OB30. Correct? Yeah. OB30. Very good. Then we have to talk about the standard fiscal year in SAP.
It's a standard.
Now, what do I mean by standard?
It's a January.
Fixed remain. No change.
Provided by SAP.
Correct. Standard means that which are already provided by SAP in the software itself. Correct. Yeah. So you don't have to work hard. Right? They are there already. You can use it. Correct. So now what is that we are talking about? Now April to March, right? This fiscal year is already there. SAP has created. We call it as V3.
V3.
Then we have July to June is there.
What is this V3, sir?
That is the standard fiscal year, right? So we have, you remember we created the fiscal year, na? J3 or something, correct? Or T3. T3, na?
V3,
Right. So why I created it, because I wanted to show you and I want you to learn, right, about the fiscal year, right? But the T3 I don't have to create, right? D3 is already there. I can use directly D3.
Okay.
So standard already ready-made, built-in financial years are there. So those we are calling them as V3 like that. Okay?
Okay,
So
sir.
if you go to your OB29, they are already there. Slash and OB29. Here position. So what it is? What is it? V3, na? Yes. V3 is here. V3 is what? April to March.
Correct. In real time, we have to use this.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to use this, you can use directly V3. Yes. No restriction.
Okay.
It will
That's
not
why I'm
show
discussing.
to us error, sir. I mean, it's already used like that.
Sorry?
It's V3. If we give this V3, it will not show the error like it's already used this fiscal year, like fiscal year.
No. See this. Fiscal year you can use it for n number of company codes, na? Wherever it is April to March, can you use? Yes, there is no restriction. No? See, I am not asking you to go to new entries and create V3 again.
Okay.
I am not saying that. Then it will say it is already there, no?
Yeah.
Correct. It will say it is already there, right? If I am going here and if I am trying to give like this and give like this and press enter, it will say it is already there, no? I am not saying you to do again, right? Create
Okay.
it. It is already there, use it.
Okay, understood.
Yeah? So you don't have to create a new variant, right? Actually in the beginning itself I can tell you V3, V6 they are already there, you can use it. But I want you to learn, right? That's why I created a new one. Okay, so now April to March they are there, July to June it is. But if you have a requirement to create for some other country, for some other year, how you can create? Yeah? That's why for the knowledge purpose we have to use it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we have October to September also. October to September. What is October to September? Fiscal year, that is V9. V9. Then we have Jan to December also. Now Jan to December is what? Jan to December is K4. Okay, no doubt. Suppose in any of the projects when you are working, if you are asked, you should have an idea now what are the standards that are already available. Correct? That's it. Yes. Right now. Right. Next, we have to talk about the next thing, audit adjustment entry. Audit adjustment. Now, what are audit adjustment entries? They are posted in where? They are posted in
Year ending.
not year ending, special periods. Understand? After year is over, when we go take our books of accounts to an auditor, then he will, please some adjustments need to be done, right? And at the bottom you have audit notes and all, correct? Yeah, that's. So I hope everybody knows what is a special period, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So in the special period, auditors are going to get our books of accounts audited, correct? Yeah. So when our books are getting audited, when our books of accounts are getting audited, so there is some adjustment they are saying, right? So this needs to be done, otherwise we are not going to sign the accounts, correct? Yeah, true and fair view, they are not going to sign. So these audit adjustment entries are posted in the special periods only. Yeah. Now the question is, in special period, now suppose my financial year is 01.04.2021 to 31.0.2023. Okay, or else I will say like this. I will take it year back like this. Okay.
21.
So this is my which financial year it is?
Last year.
Fiscal year what? 2020.
20.
Correct? Now. So what are my special periods now?
4 months.
From
April, May, June, July,
01.04.2021 to 01.
31 July.
31.07.2021. Correct.
Yes.
So during this time, during these 4 months, audit adjustment entries related to 2020 may be posted. Correct or not? So this is the time when the auditing is going on and auditor may have some correction entries. So imagine, suppose if it is on 1st of June. I am taking some date, yeah, in the special period. So some audit adjustment entry is getting posted on 1st of June, right? Audit adjustment entry. Entry related to 2021, correct? 2020. Last year. Correct. See, already my new year started. Now, what is my new year? New year, that is 2021 fiscal year. New fiscal year. New fiscal year has already started or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that is my 01.04.2021 to
3/1/2020.
31/3/2020.
22.
Perfect. Now this is already started. Now this 1/6/2021 is coming here also, no? Correct?
Say 21.
So when we are posting, to understand, when we are posting, now this June, suppose if I am posting on 1st June, when I am posting on 1st June 2021, and if I give it as period, now what period it is? April, May, June, na? So 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Period 15, 2020, then it will be posted to last period. Understand? The system will understand you are talking about the audit adjustment entry. That is 2020. Understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Suppose the same date, if I am giving like this, posting to period 3, 2021, then it will be posted to new year. Understand?
Yes, sir.
New fiscal year. So that is how we are going to give clarity to the system. Is it clear, everybody?
Can you explain again?
Yeah. So audit adjustment entry posted in the special period. But depending upon what you are giving, right? So audit adjustment entries is posted like this. We will give the period 15 and 2020 here. Right? Our special period, what periods we are talking, right? We are talking like this, I told you already.
Four period.
Period 13 to
14.
period 16. Correct? 2020 here. Correct? That is how we write now. So these all special periods are after the normal periods or before the normal period?
After the normal.
After those periods are over, then 13, 14, 15, 16. Na?
Yes, sir.
Got it? Yeah.
Okay.
So if I mention like this, system understands you are doing an audit adjustment entry. If I am doing like this, then system knows you are posting to the new year. Same day, but depending upon what you are giving, system will take it like that.
Okay, we have period 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, system is not asking anywhere, like in SS00 or SB, system is not asking period, like it is asking the date and fiscal year.
See, there is one T code is there. No, we will do the normal posting in F-02, right? So this is where we are. This is also GL account posting. Good question. This is manual posting. You have this is same. It will work like our FD50.
Okay.
So here you can give the period and the everything.
F-0.
Yes.
Thank.
Yeah, good. Okay. Okay, done everybody? Now the question is not this. The interviewer question is not this. The interviewer question would be, if I post an audit adjustment entry in special period, right? What date it will take?
31st March.
Correct. And it will always take as the last day of your financial year. Always. Remember. As even though I am posting on 1st June, system will not take on the 1st June. It will always take on the 31st March of your fiscal year. Is it clear? Because it has to go to last year, na? If it is posting on 1st June, then it will come to next year, right?
Yes.
Understand? Yeah. So even though you are entering on 1st June, it will not post on 1st June. It will post on 31st of March, last day of your fiscal year. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will make it little more complicated. See, sometimes what happens is in some companies, what they are having is they are having written test. Yeah. So first round will be written test. If you are qualifying, then you will go to the second round. That is physical interview. Correct. Yeah. Why? Because there are numerous candidates. Now, suppose there are 1,000 candidates, they cannot take interview of all the 1,000. No? Yeah. So first written test, minimum qualification. So those questions, these type of questions will come there. So this question will make you think. Okay, they will write like an audit adjustment entry was posted in K4 fiscal year. What date?
December 31st.
Yeah. You see, you should know what is K4, you should know audit adjustment entry, you should know when it will be getting posted, right? If you know all this, then only you can answer, right? Right. So what is the date it will post? Last day of K4. What is last day? December. Because K4 is what?
January.
But imagine if it is V6, then
June to July.
July to June.
yeah, July to June. Then what date?
30 June.
30th. Correct. Yeah. If it is V9,
December.
September. Right? You understood the concept. What is an audit adjustment entry? How the special periods are getting posted? How the normal periods are getting posted? And what date it will pick up? All that. Correct? Next. How many types of reference documents we have?
3.
What are they?
Sample.
Cutting assignment template.
Right? So templates are used for short-term use, samples used for long-term use, used for
Like curry.
Recurring document.
Month on month.
periodic
Periodic.
basis, right? Periodic.
Periodic.
Correct. Okay, next. Next. Types of chart of accounts. Repeat one. 3 types, correct. 3 types. One is operating chart of accounts. Second one is group chart of accounts. Then we have the third one, that is the
Country chart of accounts.
Country specific chart of account.
Sir, how we know that, sir?
Country specific chart of account. Okay. Good. No doubt. Operating chart of account, group chart of account, and country specific chart of account. Now we need to know the difference, right? So operating chart of account, this is mandatory. Mandatory means compulsory. These two are additional. If you need them, then you will have. Otherwise, not. This is also addition. We need to understand what is the use of. Operating chart of account is used for the daily operations, right? So to post to our books of account, we need it. That's why we are calling it as operating chart of account. So the chart of account, what we created, right? We created one chart of account. Now what is it? TECA.
TECA.
Yeah. So this TECA is nothing but operating chart of account, right? When we are creating, we do not know. Right, we do not know that it is operating, but we have actually created the operating chart, which we are using it for operation. So that is what is operating chart of. Okay. Now next one, what to post the books of accounts, we need operating chart. It is mandatory. Without this, we cannot do the accounts. That's why it is mandatory, compulsory. Next. Group chart of account, this is used for the consolidation purpose. Consolidation. You know what is consolidation? Yeah, group.
Grouping.
Suppose I have my company code, right? CEE company code. For CEE, I have one chart of account. Then I have one more company code, say TEF something like, okay, just another company. For that, or TIF something. Now here I created a TICA chart of account, right? So for this company code, I am using TECA chart of account. For this company code, I am using this chart of account. Now I want to see the group account, right? I want to consolidate the account. So what I do? We will create a group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts. Something like we will create a new name for it. Say TCA, some name I will give, right? Tesla chart of accounts I will create. And then what I will do? I will link like this. So what we will do? TCA, we will link this chart of account to TCA. Same way we will link TICA chart of account also to TCA. Same like our assigning, company code assigning, we are doing the same way. So what will happen? Whatever account, see the accounts of TEA is here, na? The accounts of TIF is here. Now all the accounts are going to
TECA.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the use of the group chart. Use of the group chart. Okay, good. Next. Third one. What is the third one? My third one is country specific chart. Country specific chart. What is my country specific chart of accounts? Okay, let us see. Certain countries, they have country specific. This is used for reporting purpose. Report. Certain countries, they have their specific requirements there. Like a good example would be certain countries like they have Islamic finance, right? they finance, but it is a different version of finance, like we have Islamic finance. Okay. So the finance as guided by Islam, kind of, correct? So especially these Islamic nations, they have this kind of Islamic finance will be there. Now the point here is there will be international accounting standards say something, this Islamic finance principle they say something else. Understand? So now a good example would be something like interest is there. Okay, interest. Now world over we have many banks are there, many everything is there. There you have the interest. No? If you have the deposits, you will get interest. If you have taken a loan, you will pay the interest. Correct. But as for Islamic finance, interest is forbidden. Forbidden means you cannot give the interest, you cannot take the interest. So if anybody is talking about interest, they will put him behind bars. Yeah. So now, when we are in an Islamic nation, how can I show interest, received interest? Right? Can I show those accounts to the government?
No.
Right. But is it practically possible? Like I have an international bank account is there. Can I tell the bank I don't want to receive the interest? Or if I have taken an international loan, can I tell them I will not pay interest? So practically not possible to implement. Understand? Yeah? When you are a multinational company. So the thing is, but as per the government norms, you should not show the interest. So what you will do, what are the options you have? Either you will merge it with some other account without showing interest, or you totally remove the interest component of your account and you show the account. Now the government also knows that. So the government of that respective country, they also know that interest you have removed it. They want it to be like that. They want to respect their law. Correct. So on one side they cannot punish somebody who is talking interest, on another side they cannot allow corporate accounts to showing lot of interest. No? They cannot allow it. So that's why we have to maintain another set of accounts, right? Either you merge the interest component or remove the interest component and show the books of accounts to the government. So for that purpose you need another set of accounts. That set of accounts is nothing but country specific chart of accounts. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So this chart of account is maintained. This chart of account is maintained to meet the specific reporting requirements. Of a country. That's why we are calling it as country specific chart of accounts. That's how the name has come, right? For that country only we are going to use it. That's country specific chart. Okay. So three types of chart of accounts we have now. So if there is a company where the operating will be there is no choice. Operating will be there. But along with that, if they have the group chart of accounts. If they have the country specific requirements are there, then they have the country specific. So there is a possibility of having all the three, right? Or only one. Then at least one they should have. That is operating chart. Clear? That is about the chart of accounts. Okay. Now next. Now what are the two conditions for the creation of open item account?
First, it should be a balance sheet.
One, it should
Balance sheet.
be a balance sheet.
Trade and
Correct.
future.
Second one, it should require
be cleared in future.
Clearing.
Require clearing in future.
Liability.
It could be liability, it could be asset. Overall, it should be a balance sheet account. Overall, it should be a balance sheet account. Now, next, types of interest calculation, right? How many types we have?
2 types.
2 types.
Balance interest calculation.
Balance interest, item interest.
Item interest calculation.
Yes,
Balance interest calculation, we are calling it as
type.
S type, correct. Item interest, we are calling it
Item
as
interest calculation. P type.
Okay, what are the other topics we have talked about? Reversals. So what is a clearing document?
The document which is used
What
to
is a clearing document?
After clearing open item.
Open item is created.
Cleared.
Item payment.
Yes, clear.
After that, open item is cleared, then it's cleared off.
A clearing document, a clearing document is a document with which we have cleared an open item.
And open item.
Correct. Oh. T code to reverse a clearing document.
SBR 08.80.
Reversal report.
Correct now? It is not FP08, correct? It is FP.
SBR. Okay.
Okay.
Normal reversal is FP.
It is 08.
Yes, sure.
Okay, next. What is the T code to create a sample document?
At that zero.
Post using a sample
SBR2.
to create a recurring document.
SBR.
FBD1.
1.
To post using a recurring batch session, na?
That one goes.
That one. General questions. What is a company code? You know, na, so many times we discussed, we have created one also, we are using it also. What is a company?
Is a company code which is given by a company.
Sir, just show the notes, please. Okay. What is a company? How do you define a company?
Company is a group.
The central organization.
Company is a group.
It's a 4-digit code which is used to refer the company code. We can use this for that.
No, company code you cannot use 6. Okay.
It's a 4-digit code.
Company code can you use 6?
No.
No.
It's an entity.
Entity, correct. Yeah, okay, no problem. See, these certain things that we know, but you know, when the interviewer asks, they will trouble us. Correct. Here we have to learn the definition also, right? Okay, no. Company code is the smallest, smallest organizational unit in SAP for which a separate set of financial statements can be generated. Is the proper. Okay. What is a chart of accounts? Is it chart of?
Maintain a company account.
Contains list of all GL accounts.
Correct. That's content all GM. That's good. Okay, good. What is a field status variant?
Collection of field status group.
Thanks for the user data.
Controls, correct. It controls
Where the user can enter the data.
where.
Where the data user can enter.
Not where. Not where.
Define transactions.
No.
It controls the data input of enter.
It controls the documents that will have to be suppressed with
Parameters.
What data user can control.
What data? Data, right? What data? Not where, correct? Yeah. What data user has to enter, right? What he is supposed to enter, mandatory, required. What he may enter, may not enter, optional. What he should not enter, that is
Separate.
correct? Yeah. Field status variant the status variant and controls the statuses of the fields. User has to enter the data. Basically, there are three statuses each field.
Suppress optional
Required
Required optional
optional and suppress. Status of the is required, then user has to mandatorily enter the data for the field. For that field. If the status of the field is optional, then user may enter the data or not enter the data. As per user. If the status of the field is suppressed, then user cannot enter the data particular field. Yeah, so this is a very important variant. It is a very thing, and so many things will be affected because of this. Yeah, so usually so many issues will be coming in real time because of this status. Okay. Okay. Further, there is lot to this. Field status variant contains field status groups. Depending upon the type of real account, when status groups can be selected to control the fields for the okay, not this. For example, for bank CL account, field status group G005 can be selected. And account related statuses will be automatically applied for bank GL account. So this is the entirety. So basically we have covered everything. Let me know once you have completed. Yeah. Right. So now, so we have covered almost everything now, all the topics. So bill status I covered, posting variants. Yeah. What is the T code to open and close? Open and close. Open and close posting period. Correct. What is the T code? OB50. Perfect.
Sir, questions for as is to be. Like for first week I did not attend. Only I know that as is to be. Like I was in the last. Let's say if you can.
No, that we will cover anyhow. Finally, towards the end of the session, again I will have a one. So at that time, when I was discussing, nobody has an idea about what topics we have in it.
Yes.
Again, we will have to revisit that area. After we have gathered the knowledge, again I will revisit the project side of things. Okay. Yeah. So do you think anything that you are not aware of or anything you want specifically, like as is and to be, or what is it? Yeah.
No problem, sir. At that time it will cover myself. No problem.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
the tolerance group one should have done.
Yeah, tolerance. Tolerance, what do we have? We have one type of tolerance. What we have? One we have for the
Employee.
yeah, one was for the GL account tolerance. We have correct. GL account tolerance, like payment differences. If you have some difference, how you are going to allow that? Correct. Yeah, payment difference. Yeah. What that is OPA 0. Correct. Next we have user wise, right? User bar employee wise. What is the limit for him? Employee wise. What is the limit for every employee based upon his role? So what is the tolerance for that? OBS 4. Correct. Here tolerances, it is OBS 0. User employee wise tolerance is OBS. Great. So we have covered pretty much all the things. So the GL is not over. Do not think it is over. More and more thing will be coming. It will be there throughout the syllabus. Yeah. So we just understood the main concept. Now, next, what is the concept is Next, I am going to cover the FI overview session here, right? So what is this FI overview session is? It will give you a complete idea of what all the topics we have in FI and how they are interrelated. Like first we have here GL means general ledger, that we have an idea now. Next we have the AP, that is the accounts payables we have, correct? Then we have AR, that is accounts receivables we have, correct? Then we have AA, that is the asset account. Okay? So like that we have. Tomorrow you will not have it, Monday and only Monday. Bank and cash accounting we have, like this we have the topics. Okay. So now at least we know this now, correct? General ledger we have an idea. Okay. So now we have to know what all the topics we have in FI and how they are connected. So to understand this, what we have to do is, we have to come out of GL and look at the full picture. Correct. Then you will know how they are interconnected, what all the topics we have. Complete picture you will get of the finance model. Right. See, okay, I will give you one example. See now, suppose if you are talking about a big apartment, yeah, and you are in a third floor, one flat is there, in that you are. Now when you are in that flat, you don't know what is there on your left side, right side, on top, behind, what is there, you don't know. So what you have to do now, you have to come out of the apartment, right, walk 50 meters away. And then when you are standing there, then you can see, okay, I was standing there in that third floor, one flat. And on top of me this was there, on the left this is there, on the right this is there, bottom this is there, like that you will get a picture. Correct. So first thing what you should know is where you are standing, that is your starting point. Correct. So now what we will do is, we will stand at GL, and to GL what are the other things, how they are connected. Correct. So that's why what is our next session? We will come out of GL and look at the full picture. So where is the GL there? And for the GL, what are the other topics and how are they connected to GL? Then you will get the full picture of the FI. Okay, that is what is the FI overview session we will have. So that tomorrow when you are talking any topic, any discussion will come and you should know, okay, I am talking about this area. Correct. So you should get that picture of the FI model. Right. That's why we will have this session. Why I am taking this session? Because at least you know GL now, right? Right. Yeah. So you know where you are standing. From there, how we are connected to other models. Other sub-models, not other models, other sub-models. Sub-models are AP, AR, AA, like that. Is that clear? Yeah?
Sir, in life, when we are working, I mean, this general ledger only mainly we'll see, or else we'll cover the other modules also.
Everything. FI module is vast, very, very big. GL is only like, you have to cover entire base, but in depth we have to go, we cannot just remain on the top. In depth we have to go, deep dive.
Sir, show me the first page, sir. Audit adjustment entries I have to copy.
Okay, 1 minute.
Sir,
Yes.
I have a small doubt, like since many days, do sales and distribution, production planning also use the GL?
Yes. See, that is what it is. So, we are connected with other modules also. Now I am not talking about other modules.